Hello, and welcome to this week's edition of Situational Awareness. I'm your host, Mark. I play Glebnor Glekalak Plupleen in the episode of Dicey Situations you had just listened to. Joined, as always, by the Chaos crew and our fabulous DM. Why don't you guys go around the horn?
Rich, playing Theo.
Ryan, your DM, who plays everyone else. And actually, Harut is in the middle of a phone call, so we have a special guest, special guest on the. What the fuck are we calling this again?
Guest commentator, I guess?
Special guest commentator. This is Eric.
Situational Awareness, where we break down and basically just shoot the shit about what we just did.
Thanks for joining us, Eric.
Yeah, I'm not Harut.
Yeah, we're going to peel back the curtain a little bit. Eric is working on some tunes for us.
Mm-hmm.
Tentatively.
So if you like what you hear, make sure to give him a follow.
Yeah, I will say, but by this point, you would have probably heard his intro riff on all the episodes.
Yeah,
I would imagine. Yeah.
Oh my god. Wow.
Yeah.
Thinking of the future like that
Yeah.
puts a lot of things in context.
A little more inside baseball.
It's very funny, like DMing, and then like in the corner, I'm like, I can feel myself playing to Eric because I know he's over there. I'm like, what bit will Eric like?
That's that. Maybe don't do it that way. Audience of one.
Always play to your audience.
Yeah, that was a fucking
that was
fun
a,
one.
yeah. Glebnor may or may not have made a couple of missteps, but I got straightened out by Daddy.
I did not realize how bad this water siphon was going to hurt.
It was weird. The dice rolls were either very low or very high.
Yeah.
There was no real.
There's no middle ground in this crew.
Yeah, the water siphon did 66 necrotic damage.
Jesus.
Yeah.
What's the challenge rating on this fucking sponge?
Don't worry about it.
Super high.
It's 4.
Sponge. So wait, you said it looked like what? There was a reference there I
you're not
missed.
familiar with the Scrub Daddy?
Scrub Daddy. Okay,
Yeah,
is that just like one of the ones that's got like tendrils?
No, it's a sponge.
It almost looks like a, like
It looks like the sun.
They used to make little French fries that kind of look like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, all right.
But imagine one of those like.
But it was just angry.
So dumb.
We rolled for that in the last
I was
one.
like imagining like
ago.
fucking Dormammu from fucking like Doctor Strange, but like with this little, like those sponges that have the little, the tendrils I'm talking about. They
like a fucking
wave-
sea sponge.
Yeah, well,
slamming
like,
into this one.
fucking-
Oh no, we meant like pigeon sponge.
just a little happy face, but like angry eyes.
If you're a
drawn
regular
on.
listener, you'll know that in a previous episode, we ruined Ryan's plans to have a menacing-looking demon
I know. It's going to be so
by
cool.
having it a sponge that's been soaking up the wet.
So, yeah, I guess again a lot of context I'm missing as to why it's called the wet.
Oh, we're dumb.
Yeah,
That's the whole
But
context.
no, you know what? Like from an outside looking in, like the wet sounds like something that like a religion would call their like it's a juvenile civilization's religion would call water the wet.
Yeah, we're out here to bring the wet back.
Okay, well, that sounds like a fucking Mountain Dew slogan.
Bring the wet back.
Bring the wet. Your next event, bring the wet. It's like, stop it, Mountain Dew.
Are you suffering from chronic
Sorry, Mountain
dryness?
Dew, if you're a sponsor. By this point.
Oh, that is wishful thinking.
We landed Mountain Dew by episode 7.
We're not extreme enough.
I'm not going to lie to you. I'm reading the water siphon. It was actually worse. I was actually being nice. You were supposed to be stunned for failing the con save as well. And you would have taken a point of exhaustion. Jesus, this was totally overtuned. I'm so glad I didn't read that little paragraph.
Jesus Christ.
Well,
A sponge is like arguably your biggest nemesis.
Yeah.
What if like you got to introduce more sponge-based enemies for?
I know, they just
Now
suck
I
me
do.
off the whole time.
just sucking you up. And then like before the session today, we're like, I'm this much amount of water, and then like during the session, you're like, I'm not made of water, I'm a gel.
No, I was saying my weight is based on water.
I know. Well, you're still, you're mostly water. You're more
like how-
water than not.
I can see you formulating a plan of how you could phrase that a sponge wouldn't work on gel.
I have to try.
Yeah. And also, you almost tried to hang glide over my battlefield. I don't think so.
That was, yeah.
But how badass would that have been?
Watching you trying to formulate that was like
If
one
I
of my
had
favorite parts of that episode.
Hunglid,
Hunglid.
I don't know if that's the verb.
Across the whole battlefield,
Hang
right
glided.
through the window, and then Taluga fucking downbeat that fucking red slime.
Yeah, the episode would have been 40 minutes shorter.
Honestly, I got a lot to cram into these next couple episodes. It probably would have helped.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Padding the stats right now
Yep.
with this chicanery of trying to turn it to a 400-pound
Planes fly. They weigh more than 400
Yeah,
pounds.
they also have engines. You got a fish man and a dude that are your engines.
Momentum is my engine.
Yeah, with no
That's a good
strength.
motivational quote.
It's two guys with no strength can't lift 400 pounds. So
A fucking neon green hang glider on a poster that just says "Momentum is my engine."
Hang that up in a cubicle.
It's like, you didn't let you turn into a windsurfing board yesterday. Immediately switch to, no, not happening. Get out of here.
Just like full on, form of, like you're just straight up
I'm a Wonder Twin.
twins in it. Yeah.
It's like, I challenge anyone to go home and make a paper airplane out of Jell-O. Let me know how it goes.
Challenge
Or
accepted.
even like make a airplane Jello mold and then throw it once you've made the Jello and see how far it
if
goes.
there's enough surface area underneath,
Stop trying to explain the physics to me. I'm not gonna buy it, man.
don't act like you don't know about surface area.
It's actually really nice having Eric here because I feel like it's typically me fighting off three maniacs during this. So it's nice having an outside perspective.
Yeah,
of it.
no, I mean,
Your cockamamie hang glider scheme wasn't going to work.
I was lobbying for it.
Yeah, I really like the idea of being like, oh, some of what's going on here is related to Glebnor somehow, but we're keeping it real mysterious for our first arc here. But
I don't have to kill cousin brother, but it's looking like I might have to.
but you man, the stuff you lobby for in terms of like absorbing your cousin brother. Once you knew that there was like, oh, nothing bad's gonna happen. Well, yeah, I mean that was a weird way to go about it.
It worked, didn't it?
I guess so.
I mean, it mostly worked because I was like, I don't think he can go through the next fight on 10 hit points.
Also, I liked your detail about when he got sponged that he turned from green to gray. Like, so like that tells me that like the green is
My
his,
life
is
force.
like his nutrients that are in his actual body.
I'm a real photosynthesizing boy.
Yeah, I like the idea of you turning into like old chewed gum.
Dude, I immediately envisioned. Do you remember the Christmas episode of Ren and Stimpy? Wait, no, that's a fart. But do you remember when Stimpy has the nose goblins? He has like a collection of dried boogers.
Yeah, under a chair.
Yeah,
right?
that's what I imagine. Like they're all fucking crinkled and fucked up looking.
I
that'll do it.
Hitting Theo with it, I was like, oh, fuck. And you just might die. there's no fun.
Did you have what, 2 hit points at that point?
I had 4.
I was imagining the Last Crusade when that
He
guy
all
drinks
sucked
from
in.
the wrong chalice. He's like,
Exactly.
like stringy hair starts pouring out of him, all aged and shit.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I hadn't like factored in how much time it would take you guys to like bullshit around with the big tree man. And I love how you fumbled that
Man, you
so
lost the
hard.
tree so good. Like, oh.
So bad.
Dude, the second we stopped last episode, I was like, I'm getting that tree on a pilgrimage. And then, of course, I rolled the nat 1 to spill pamphlets everywhere.
Yeah, I had to think like I'm picturing how insane that would be to a tree that didn't know what paper was as a concept. Like,
Yeah.
how brutal it'd be to be like, here's the skin of a friend.
Yeah.
I wrote things on it.
Just look past that part and take in the information I want to convey to you.
Yeah. The cosmic horror of a tree realizing what paper is was really funny to me.
Yeah.
I could not remember what his voice sounded like. And I was like, I remember it sounded kind of dry and brittle, but I don't know if it was kind of close.
Everything has been dry and brittle.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, they lost the wet.
They lost the wet.
We're here to bring it back.
We're about to get that wet.
We're here to bring the wet.
Mountain Dew, bring the wet.
You're gonna like work in like brand deals into the like, and then Glebnor pulls out a refreshing bottle of Mountain Dew.
All right, enough saying the trademark name Mountain Dew for free.
Mountain Dew, if you want these bits, you gotta pay for them.
Yeah. Also, fuck Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew's fucking gross.
I wouldn't say that.
Well,
Yeah, I'll actually say the
one extreme or the other.
the
We're
ooze you're
full
about to
sellout
fight.
or-
The ooze you're about to fight is probably like what's the red one that they don't? What's
Code Red?
Code Red? Yeah, it's Code Red colored. So that'll.
So I'm Mountain Dew Classic and it's Code Red.
I'm not gonna lie. I just realized that's what I did.
The battle for the ages. The culminating battle. This has all been a pitch to sell.
If you think I'm not sending this talk back directly to Pepsi Co, you're out of your mind. Yum Brands, you listening?
Woo. Yeah, this is how we sell shit.
All right, let me just real quick write down Baja Blast villain.
Listen to how good of a time we're having.
Yeah, you got to give him the accent, no matter how offensive it is.
Oh boy.
God, now I want to see
so badly want to do it, but I'm not going to.
I want to see an orange slime just called Livewire.
Yeah.
Oh, and Mountain Blue,
He'll have like electric
pinnacle.
based powers.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like an entire rogues gallery based on Mountain Dew.
I mean,
drinks.
I'm not gonna lie. There are a lot of oozes, so
Yeah.
I mean, we could probably get the whole gambit, Yum Brands.
And, and then we pose them
And then
as
we
the
do
bad
tie-ins.
guys. Tie-ins like what?
I mean, we have a bag of holding filled with tacos, the Baja Blast slime.
Yeah.
I know.
The two-way bag of holding that is infinite tacos.
It could be it could be a D&D podcast based on like pop culture foods and shit, the way that like Babish is a cooking show based on fucking TV and shit.
It's actually not a bad idea.
It's a terrible
I mean, if we want to be
idea.
corporate sellout horse,
not bad.
which we do.
Brand deals out the ass.
Yeah.
You gotta fight the Domino's pizza.
You gotta fight the Noid.
Dodge's crust attack. Or
Yeah.
take 4 pepperoni damage. So fucking stupid. All right.
The tag team final boss, Ronald McDonald and the King.
Yeah.
Guys, I can only rewrite this campaign so many times. We've got to stay on track.
All right, sorry.
Yeah, I got a little off the
Yeah,
rails.
I had no god plans whatsoever when we started this, and then session 2, we were like, we're gonna make Rich a god.
How else were we supposed to get the guns?
I mean, I got the gun without the god power.
But now you're a
There's
more
been
powerful
twinge
god.
of
You
divinity.
know, I didn't think of it that way.
There's been a twinge of divinity.
Think how powerful
You start
Jesus
waving
is.
that thing around.
Think about how powerful Jesus is. Is he not more menacing with the handgun?
You think they would have got him up on that cross if he had a pistol?
You know what? You got me there.
That is like the basis for every American owning a gun. It's like the legit argument that has been invoked. You think Jesus would have had a hard time if he had the 45? Interesting that I immediately went to that voice too.
Yeah.
I wonder why. I wonder our listeners in the United States.
In the Bible Belt.
There's one guy who lives
We also
in a,
love you.
There's
Yeah.
one guy who lives in a bayou, and he's like, they've been shit talking swamps all goddamn day, and now they're bringing Jesus into this. Sorry, buddy. It's fine. You're great.
Yeah.
Okay, keep listening. Please tell your friends.
I just
Blast
can't,
it from your fan boat.
I just can't help but alienate people when I talk.
I know. Why did we bring this guy on? He's killing our Midwest listenership.
Sorry for all our listeners down in Louisiana.
We love Gumbo frowning.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna have to cut all this out. I got big plans to advertise in the fucking bayou. Seriously.
All right. Well, before we, I guess, get any crazier here, next session is going to be a doozy, boys. We got some fun coming. But yeah, I don't know. I'm really hoping we're going to be a little inside baseball for our audience. We're recording 4 episodes in a row today. So it's going to be a long haul. Ideally, we'll be getting all the way to episode 10 in today's recording session. So,
Oh boy.
Crazy.
That's a lot of episodes.
Yeah.
And Harvard has returned.
You hear that? That is a Doritos chip. Young brands.
Only the finest here at Dicey Situations.
Yes. All right. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. And
Bleep out every brand we said.
Chris, are you listening? This is directly to you. You cut this out as well. Please bleep the brand. Thank you. Great.
I'll talk back full of beep, beep.
And as always, I thank you from the bottom of my gooey Glebnor heart for listening to Dicey Situations and our talkback show, which we have entitled Situational Awareness. Always remember to rate, review, subscribe, and listen anywhere you get your podcasts. And please, 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 for the love of God, subscribe to the Patreon if we have one yet. I'm gonna lose the house!
This has been a Business Shark production.